How's it going, everyone? I've got a first look overview of a tactical folder for you today. The tactical folder in question is by what is still considered to be a newer company in the tactical folding market, or tactical knife market in general. They do make fixed blades as well. That company is Hallmark Cutlery, and the line of knives that I'm talking about specifically are the Bad Blood Knives. Bad Blood was a collaborative effort with Kendrick originally, and the first generation of the knives. They had the Harbinger, the Dreadnought, the Spiraling Demise, and the Fire Spitter. And as far as folders go, and then there were the tactical fixed blades. I didn't buy any of those because I'm folder focused. The second generation of Bad Blood knives are now out, and that's comprised of some knives that were collaborative efforts between Kendrick and David Mosier. This one that I'm going to be covering today is called the Yokai. The name Yokai is a Japanese supernatural monster. Any number of supernatural monsters would qualify. And the knife is, I guess you could say it's monstrous looking. It's pretty impressive from an aggressive aesthetic standpoint. So here it is. Let's cover it. Get my focus set here. Alright. Got G10 scales. They are a tannish, khaki-ish color. They are contoured, as you can see. Got these shallow depressions with ridges in between. The look of the G10 is kind of striated. It's pretty neat. The blade is like 4 or 5 millimeters thick here, up where the jimping is at. It is perfectly centered in the handle. You can see my tapestry in the back there, light bar, if you will. And it is chisel ground. That's why it looks kind of awkward up here by the tip, if you're looking for that centering. The pocket clip is stone washed. It's of adequate thickness, adequate tension. Pretty cool. There's a back spacer. I think it's plain Jane black G10, but I'm not sure. You can see the liners are pretty thick. Alright, moving on to the blade. Now, she doesn't flip particularly great, so that's probably because it isn't broken in yet. And of course I could lube it and get it where I want it to be, but I haven't done anything like that with it yet. If I'm just using the pad of my finger here, that's it. That's all it's going to go to. So we'll give it a little flick, and it comes out just fine. There's the Bad Blood logo on the flat side of the blade, and you'll see the little Kendrick, David Mosier, or well, yeah, it says David Mosier or David Mosier Designs right there. So we've got their the two logos, and what we'll call the presentation side of the blade. Now, I love the blade profile. I had to get this knife. I pre-ordered this from Jessica with Hallmark Cutlery back in February. As soon as she gave me a call, I immediately purchased it. Well, without the glare there, we'd probably be able to see the steel. Let's see. There it is. It's that wonderful 8CR 14 MOV. This is a basic steel. I'm not gonna lie, it's a basic steel. It's not the greatest thing in the world. The handle features are what impressed me about this knife. The jimping on the top, there is jimping. It is not very functional at all. It's just for aesthetic purposes. The handle itself, I love. You got a pinky hook here. You've got a kind of a sub hilt. A nice finger groove at the front, and you've got the flipper acting as a nice guard against forward thrust movements as well as accidental closure. You have to worry about losing your digits. At least you don't have to worry as much about losing your digits. Now, speaking of that, let's talk about our lock. Pretty adequate lockup. You know, it engages the tang of the blade fully. How can I say this? The slant at the tang of the blade is not really great, so it's not really adequate for wear over time. That's okay. Not really worried about it. Because, you know, my channel, once again, it's dedicated to self-defense oriented cutlery. It's not going to be like used for hard tasks and whatnot. It's more of a collector, really. I have lots of high quality pieces I can carry around on a daily basis. I'll carry this as well at certain times because, once again, I like it, and I'm not going to buy a actual Kendrick Mosier yokai because that's over my price limit. I'd like to, but honestly, and I'll go ahead and break it down here so you guys know where I'm at with all the customs you've seen in my collection over the years. The most that I'll actually spend out of pocket on a custom tactical folder is $675. That's a limit that I set a long time ago. That's it. That's where I stop. So you aren't going to see any Burke knives or, you know, Neil Blackwood or anything like that. You're not going to see any folders by those guys on my channel. We'll leave that to people with deeper pockets than mine. But you will see what I like. You will see what I endorse. I endorse Bad Blood Knives. I like their company. This, okay, is listed on Bad Blood at $53.99. Knife Center sells them for $43 something. Totally worth it. Oh, it is sharp, by the way. The edge that they put on this knife is ridiculous. And although this is an overview of the yokai in particular, I'm going to show you guys my spiraling Demise. I bought the spiraling Demise when Sean Kendrick first collaborated with them, with Hallmark Cutlery, to make the Bad Blood knife line. I like it a lot. It's a great knife. It really turned me on to the idea that you could have really cool cutlery for a lot less, and it could be built well. They do a great job at Hallmark. The weight on this, these are not skeletonized liners. This is solid stainless steel liners. It weighs quite a bit. It's in the 8-ounce range. Heck, I didn't even tell you how long the blade is, did I? Oh, that's a 4-inch blade, by the way. 4-inch. 4-inch blade. You know, about 9 inches overall. Let me show you this spiraling Demise real quick. It's not really a popular knife given the low amount of videos that I've seen on it. I think actually maybe there's one or two. Here you go. It is almost exactly the same profile and specs as an actual Sean Kendrick spiraling Demise. That one I can get to flip just by using finger pressure. Profile is a trailing point, Persian-esque. Really good in the reverse grip, really good in the forward grip. Jimping is more functional on these first gen knives. Lockup is great. It has a hidden stop pin or concealed stop pin in the handle rather than the outside external version. So the handling, it feels really good in reverse grip, feels really good in forward grip. You know, hammer, saber, reverse ice pick, whatever. Feels great. Feels pretty good in the pocket. It's a great knife. I like it. And you guys are going to see more production knives being covered on my channel because there's a lot of great things out there that, you know, I just want to cover. Now I know I've mixed it in over the years, production pieces, custom pieces, but I try to focus on unique custom pieces. Yeah, as finances allow. That's all I'm going to say. So we'll be trying to cover more production pieces so I can get you guys more quality video and opinions on what I think is, you know, great for self-defense, back up to a firearm carry or primary and firearm restrictive areas. So that's it. As usual, thank you for watching. I hope you guys go out and get yourself something from the Bad Blood line. Support Hallmark Cutlery. I do. I think they're great. Have a good one, everybody.